You guys finish?
I sleep so many times in the shower. You ever like slip in the shower, like try to grab water? No. You like try to grab something like keep falling. No. Yeah, because you can't grab water.
It's really, I know. Okay, let's move on. Lesson 5-6. I love the stories, I do. But we are recording. We can say hey to everybody that is listening.
You know who's knocking you on? Tyler.
Are you still talking about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's definitely not on it.
I FaceTimed him in language arts yesterday, and he really wasn't doing his work.
Okay. Back to math. Back to math. Okay. We are going to talk about graphing inequalities. Doesn't that sound awesome?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm very
All right. Here is your homework. Okay. Just to let you know, there's your homework. This is your coloring sheet.
Yeah.
Okay. This is actually kind of a fun lesson. We are reviewing a little bit, just like we pretty much will do the rest of the year, because this is Algebra Math 1, and it all comes back full circle. I hope y'all believe me by now. Okay. How many times have I said, you remember this? Remember this? Well, watch. Yeah.
I remember this.
This is review. Okay. This is kind of a, when the test scores started to go down a little bit.
Miss Miller,
Yes, hon.
have you ever wondered about like public schools when they come back? Because like everyone I've talked to, they don't understand math.
I know, it's hard.
I mean,
I have
public
wondered.
schools just went, I know Porter Ridge just went back completely virtual.
Yeah. Hey, let's do this real quick and then we'll talk about it. I have until, no, I don't even know what time. 'Cause I didn't even look at the schedule. I'm a little upset with myself. I have until 9:10. Okay. Give me 15 minutes. All right. Because I do want to talk about that. What is this called? Anybody who's awake? Golly, y'all are so on it. All right. In all seriousness, on the midterm, y'all actually, most of y'all, listen to my warnings about this. You did well on this part. When I taught it initially, the test scores were not awesome, but on the midterm, this part, you did well. So that tells me you studied, you remembered, so that's all you. Slope intercept form, just to review, what does M stand for? Slope. All right, and what does B stand for? Y-intercept. Someone tell me, what is the y-intercept? In your own words, what is what is the right grammar? What is a y-intercept? Is it A or an?
What is
A, right?
What is yeah.
Okay.
I said for a word that starts with a vowel.
Anyway, who knows what the y-intercept is? There's one particular thing I want you to tell me. X is 0. Okay, so let's write this down. Y-intercept. You remember you let X equal 0? Okay, what else? You're on the right track. Is the y-intercept a point? Yes. It is an actual point on the graph. Tyler, what are you looking at?
We have off on MLK Day.
I know.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
Do you know what that means, Tyler?
Martin Luther.
Martin
Luther Jr.
All right.
I saw a picture of his bosom.
Shh. Please write this down. This is review. Please note, I am using an equal sign. We have done all of this before. Today, we're going to introduce it with an inequality sign. I have given you an equation in slope-intercept form. All right, so I need to open my new pens. All right, who's got, how do I graph this? First step. There really is no math here. Who said that, Anna? Okay. Graph the y-intercept, and Anna, what is it?
-1.
All right, so here is -1. There is your y-intercept. Okay, right, yes, that's it. Yeah, I know, it's not hard.
Yeah.
I know, yeah, you can. It's just a couple weeks ago, it was kind of hard. So you graph the y-intercept. It's literally right in front of you. Okay, what do I do now? How many points do you need? 2. I need one more. What do? I use the slope. So I start at the y-intercept. Use the slope, which is 4 over 1, up 4, right 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. There is your line. You have already done this. This is all review, okay? But does it seem easier now? Okay. Just a quick refresher on the slope. Why did I do over 1?
So that would be a fraction.
Well,
It's rise or.
right, don't we want a fraction? Remember, this is where fractions are our friend. Fraction, friend. Rise over run. All right, you need a fraction. All right. It's up 4 because it's positive. It's right 1 because it's also positive. Okay. Any questions so far? This is all review, but once you remember this, this lesson is piece of cake. And I'm not just saying that, because sometimes I do just say that to make you feel good. It's actually. All right. Can I move on?
Mhm.
Moving on to inequalities. Dot, dot, dot. Okay. Write that equation down. Y is less than or equal to 1/2 x plus 2. What form does this appear to be in? Even with the inequality, does everyone see that? We have 2 variables. We have y, we have x, but this is in slope-intercept form for the inequality. We graph it the same way. There are some differences. Okay, so Addison, what is the y-intercept? Okay, how do you know? It's right in front of you. All right, Addison, what's the slope? Up 1 over 2. Okay, up 1, right 2. Here's my graph. Now, don't get ahead, all right? Because if you remember when we graph inequalities, which I'm really going to go over in a second. Remember the open and closed circle? Okay, that comes into play here. Obviously, there's no circle. All right, so the y-intercept is 2, 1, 2. There's my point. Like Nick said, yes, it is just that easy. All right, from the y-intercept, I'm going to go up 1 to the right 2. There's my second point. I'm not going to draw my line yet. Okay, I think this is fun. I think this is different. It's going to be just, what is our inequality? Somebody read this out. Tyler, you're so good at this. What is this called?
Greater than equal to,
Less than or equal to. So if we did this on a number line and we had that, would this be an open or closed circle? Closed. Because of that, our line is going to be straight, like filled. Okay? That will make sense in another. If it were not equal to, it would be dotted. Okay? We'll do another one. Now we get to shade. This is why we're coloring later. All right. Now, looking at this graph, and I'm going to draw this a little bit further. I can shade above the line, or what's the opposite of above? Below. Prepositions. See, I'm good at this. I'm going to see how much y'all have learned. What is the easiest point on the graph?
0.
The origin, right?
Yeah.
It's right there. Is that above the line or below the line? Below. Does everyone see? I know that sounds really elementary, but this is where I'm going to lose you. 0, 0 is below. How do I know where to shade? Can anybody guess where I'm going with this?
Above.
Shade or below.
I'm going to use 0, 0. Why am I using 0, 0? Tell me again. It's the easiest point on there. If you can't use 0, 0, what's another easy one? 1, 1. You're on it today. I mean, go get a lottery ticket because you are on it. All right, guys, please watch me before you write this down, okay? X is 0, Y is 0. I'm going to use this equation. And I'm going to substitute 0 and 0. Let's do this together. Don't write it down yet. I'll give you a second. Let's do this together. What is 1/2 times 0?
0.
What is 0 plus 2? 2. All right, I'm going to write it down. 0 less than or equal to 2. Is this true or false?
False. True. None of the above.
See, I lost you. Do you see where I'm saying I'm going to lose you? Is this a true or false statement?
True.
Is 0 less than 2?
Yes.
Yes. So it is true. No, really. This is where we get to color. Now, because 0, 0 is true, I am going to shade where 0, 0 is. So remember, 2 options, above or below. We're below, right? So you're going to shade. Now y'all can start writing this down. You will shade where 0, 0 is. Above or below. And in this scenario, it is below. If it were false, where would I have shaded? Above.
Why would you?
False meaning 0, 0 would not satisfy. Is somebody ringing? Somebody's ringing. 0, 0 would not have been true, so you would have shaded above. Oh, we'll do another one. Finish that, and I'm going to go ahead and write down another example, and then I'm done. I don't want to. So my second example on this page is y. All right, Tyler, read it. What does it say?
Y is greater than 1/2 x plus 3.
All right. What's missing on this inequality?
The equals.
The equal. So when we graph, our line is not going to be solid. It's going to be dotted. Y'all are so smart. All right, I'm going to call on people just because I can. Elijah, what's the y-intercept here? 3. Good. And what is the slope? 1/2. Up 1, right 2. Let's draw our graph. Y-intercept is 3. 1, 2, 3. From the y-intercept, I'm going to go up 1 to the right 2. It's the same slope as the other one, looks like, yeah. All right, now be careful. I'm not going to do a solid line. What's my line going to be? One more time. Dotted. Just to repeat myself, it's dotted because of the inequality. And I got a little crooked there. And once again, 0, 0 is the easiest point. Who was listening? If you can't use 0, 0, what should you use?
1,
1. So
Why can't you use 0, 0?
I'll show you.
All right.
No, you can here. Yeah. No, you can here. Because it's right in front of you.
Yeah.
So 0, 0, 0 greater than 1/2, wow, plus 3, 0 greater than 3. Is that a true or false statement?
False.
False. 0 is never, ever, and ever will it be greater than 3. Nick, where do I shade? Nick, where do I shade?
Shade above, below.
Try again. You had it right the first time.
Above.
Okay, look.
I told you.
Guys, it's common sense. This is a false statement. Therefore, 0, 0 does not fit in this inequality. Therefore, you cannot shade where 0, 0 is. Okay, so I'm going to shade above.
That's what I was telling you.
Now, I do have one thing I do need to go over because Tyler asked me to.
What?
Tyler,
You did.
are you sure you don't know? Oh,
No, I know it. I'm good. I
0,
know.
0.
Yeah.
No, I didn't ask that. I was kidding.
All right, write down this equation. Is everybody done? Can I move this paper? Okay, I'll put this back up if you need it. All right.
Why is it dotted line again? Why do you dotted line?
Good question. Because the inequality here, you see there's no line. Open and closed. This would be open on the number line, dotted. Okay? Very good question. All right. Look at this one. No. Wow, sorry. Y is greater than X. Now, there is a y-intercept. There is a slope. Okay? Y greater than X. I'm going to come back to this, so don't. Look at this problem here. The y-intercept was right in front of us, wasn't it? Okay, do you see it was after the X? There's nothing here. Therefore, the y-intercept is
Zero.
0.
So it's equal.
Because there's no number.
Hold on, slow down.
Yeah.
All right, so the y-intercept is 0. Hey, guys, what's the slope?
Zero.
No,
One.
it's what number is understood to be in front of x? 1. 1 over 1. So basically, we're going up 1 to the right 1. All right, now I'm going to graph. This one is almost too easy. It's not easy. My y-intercept is simply 0, which is at the origin. Do you now see why we can't use 0, 0 as our test point?
Because it's already.
It's right. It's part of it. Couple things. Here is my number line. I'm going to do a couple more points just to show you. Up 1 to the right 1, up 1 to the right 1, and so forth. Okay? This is just this is similar to a parent function. Okay? Is my line dotted or solid? Dotted. Do you see that? Okay. Now, this line's going to keep going down here. So, you actually, on this one, you can't use 1, 1 either. Because that's on the line. You see? 0, 0 is on the dotted line. 1, 1 is also. Somebody give me a test point.
2, 4.
Okay. I know it's perfectly fine. I actually was looking at this one here, but he wants to use 2, 4. It just can't be on the line. So x is 2, y is 4. So put this in here. There's no math here. 4 greater than 2, yes, true, or false? True. So you got to find, where is 4 to? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about right here. You see that? So I shade where that point is. Why do I shade there? Because it was true. You got it? If it were false, I would not. All right. So I'm going to shade under here. All right. Kate.
Oh, this is hard.
No,
She
dumb.
is.
Dumb. Just dumb.
All right, what's the first one?
I'm about to get